Welcome back. So congratulations on making it this far. Now you know how to fulfill orders and you're pretty much ready to start driving traffic and making money. Now let's talk about a subject that isn't super much fun, and that's returns and refunds. There are going to be customers who want to make a return, who wants to be refunded because there's something wrong with the product, or because they're super picky, or because something happened during the shipping. There can be a multitude of reasons. But we are going to go through some best practices on how to handle those situations, and then I'm going to show you at the end practically how to refund yourself from AliExpress and also how to refund the customers. And since we did an order in the previous lecture, we can go through that practically and refund ourselves. So first things first, we have already created a refund policy on our site, and that's super important because if there are ever any disputes or fights or anything, you know that you have a policy that they need to follow and you will be in the right. There are some additional best practices that you should be following, and the first one is to always answer within 24 hours. What we're talking about here are going to be customers who are going to be pissed off because they've been waiting for the product, they got it, and it's broken. Your job is to make them happy. That's primarily it. Remember, you're buying very cheap products and then you're taking a nice profit from there. So we're not talking about a big loss anyways in the end, especially not from the AliExpress order. But you need to make sure that you're in the habit of answering emails within 24 hours to get into contact with them so that you can solve the problem with them right away. And then the question is, how should you solve the problem? Here is my recommendation for you. Keep it and send the money back. That is, let the customer keep the product and also return them the money. Now, it may sound confusing, but you have to remember the actual value of the product is very low. We're talking about a couple of dollars, and the profit margin is quite high, but in the end, your actual loss on this is just gonna be a couple of dollars. But your loss with having angry customers spreading a bad rumor about your business, that loss is going to be way, way, way bigger. So the best thing to do is really to let the customer keep the product, give them a full refund for it, and perhaps even send them a discount coupon so that their next purchase is going to be with some percentage off. You don't have to do this step, but it's just an additional step to make sure that your customer stays happy, because no one wants a broken or damaged or defect product. And this is all about building relationships to your customers and growing your business. So once again, you don't have to follow this to the dot, but honestly, for you to go ahead and refund the product manually, that's going to cost you a lot more time and effort than it's worth for you for those small amounts of money that you're going to earn on AliExpress. Your loss is going to be minimal. The biggest loss here is going to be getting angry customers. So let the customer keep it and then send them back the money. And if you want to, send them a discount coupon. So with that said, this is the best practice that I recommend. Make sure you have a refund policy. We've already set that up. Make sure you're in the habit of answering your emails at least once a day so you're on top of everything. Let the customer keep the product and give them a full refund. And if the moment calls for it, give them a discount or a gift card or something to keep them happy and keep them shopping on your store. So now let's get practical and let me show you how to do a refund on AliExpress should it come to that, and how to refund the customer itself. Let's get started. So let's start with AliExpress. If you've been following my every step since the previous lecture, all you need to do is go into AliExpress and make sure you're in your account, move to the left and then go into orders, and you should see your order here. And your order should either be in processing or it should be in shipped. You want to make sure that you have a good look at the product, move to the right and click on order details. Now the options that we have here right now is cancel order. That's because it hasn't been shipped yet, but you're gonna have the option of a refund if it has already been shipped and if it's been a couple of days. So when it says refund here, you're gonna need to provide proof for that refund. Once again, way more effort than it's worth, but if you're selling very expensive products down the line and this product maybe costed you, I don't know, $50 or $100, this can be a worthwhile process. But for now, what we're going to do is that we are going to click on cancel order. Now, one more note for you. Remember for tax purposes that every single product you order, go ahead, download that invoice and then save it to the drive, because this is a business expense. You purchase something and you want to make sure you can remove that and pay less taxes. Okay, so I'm gonna click on cancel order, and then I'm gonna select the reason for that. Now, normally, of course, you would have a valid reason, but for now, I'm just gonna do I don't want this order anymore since this was just a test order. Click on confirm, and then we're just going to wait for the confirmation of the supplier. And pretty much before they've shipped, they're always going to allow it. And even if they didn't, we're talking about, refunding 150 here, so really small amounts of money. And then in order to refund your customer, all you need to do is go to the back end of your store, then move over to orders. You're gonna find the order right in here. So click on the order, move to the upper right corner where it says refund. So you're gonna put 1, so you're gonna refund the product, but also for the shipping. So we're gonna write 4.72, and then you should see the total here, 22.71, match the total 22.71, and then I'm gonna click on refund, and you're gonna get one of those happy messages on your phone that says money just arrived on your account because you refunded yourself. And it's that simple. Scrolling down, you can see the entire history of everything that has happened and no damage done. So now you know how to make these refunds. And just one more time to reiterate, make sure that at the bottom you follow this course properly and you really do have a refund policy. This refund policy is going to protect you if there are ever any big damages or if you're in any big dispute, especially if you are selling expensive items and you risk losing a lot of money on AliExpress. So it's just a very good practice to have. So with that said, this is all you need to do. Now, my friend, you are ready to drive traffic, that is customers, to your store so you can start making money. See you in the next section of the course.